part of the first R5 team is just a great feeling because we've all worked really, really hard.
I think we're pretty ready for it. It's just we need to work together and hit it.
I feel like some people might be nervous, but I mean, this is our team, this is our time.
Northern Lights is supposed to be a place that kids can call their second home, that you can be a part of something really, really special, so much bigger than cheerleading.
Kids can be themselves, they can be goofy, nobody judges them, and we take everybody. We've never cut a child ever. We put every child on a team, and she makes them feel loved and special and part of the team.
So I want kids to know that if they believe in themselves and they work hard and they stay committed and dedicated, that anything that they want can come true.
Get those ankles together right away, okay? Good, that was a good one.
I've been so lucky to have a mom that has just fully supported anything that I've ever wanted to do. She's just always been my biggest supporter and #1 fan. And she had been a cheerleading coach at Monadnock for many years, but that also kind of developed because I wanted to cheer and there wasn't a coach.
She was just like, I want to be a cheerleader so bad. And the varsity job opened up when she was in 9th grade. And the principal, he said, you have to get somebody else to judge tryouts and you have to coach whether she makes the team or not. And she was one of 3 freshmen that made the team that year. We practiced more than any other sport in the school, really. And we won our first state championship Megan's senior year.
So starting the gym, we started it together. She kind of took my dream with me and believed in it enough to help me believe as well that we could do this.
I didn't really know what All-Star was. I think a lot of people in the community didn't know because there was never another cheer gym here, but I had seen what her dream was. I didn't know how we would make that dream happen, but I said, well, we'll give it a shot.
We used the Keene High gym and started meeting there on weekends, and then we moved to the community house in Swansea. We would roll out our mats at night and have to put them away and store them. We were at a complete competitive disadvantage because we only had about a quarter of the mat that we would be competing on.
People could not believe that we didn't have a spring floor when we would compete and that we didn't have a full set of mats. So then our warm-up time in the beginning, some of it was spent figuring out where they went on these big mats.
And we got our first summit bid out of that gym.
They made it to US finals. We did not win that competition, but it was our first taste of being somewhere really big and traveling and doing stuff as a group.
We believed in what we were doing and thought that if we worked hard, we could do as well as anybody, despite the equipment we had or despite, the facilities we had, and never letting anything kind of stop us. We truly believed that the people here were what was going to make Northern Lights special.
My coaches are amazing. They've helped me through so many ups and downs. There's never a time where I can't count on them.
They support me through all my struggles and all my successes, so it's really nice.
I just really like the atmosphere here. We all genuinely like each other, and all of our coaches will stand up and jump around and run around the mat and stuff. So it's really nice to be here.
I cheered for 11 years here at the gym, and I was on the first team to go to nationals. Just kept bringing me back was that family atmosphere and having your best friends here and people to rely on, and you just don't realize how big of a family it is until you're a part of it.
We had always kind of had a level 1 through 4 here and been pretty competitive in those divisions and felt really strong about our kind of roots in those divisions. Level 5 is the cream of the crop.
This is a level that every athlete wants to reach. This is where you want to be competing.
For us as a program to finally be a part of the level 5, it really solidifies what we're doing here. And we were able to select some really special kids within the program, willing to put in the extra time, the extra effort, really willing to commit to succeeding.
They were like, we don't have the skills to be level 5 yet. They were so worried that they weren't ready. And Megan just kept saying, I believe in you, this is going to happen.
It's always been a goal to get here, and it's taken a long time to make sure that our kids have followed the right progressions to get them safely to this level, to be able to compete these kind of skills. So it was definitely not an overnight kind of success. It was something that's taken a lot of love and patience, and we're here, and it's really exciting.
We're putting out a whole new level that no one has seen from us before. So I'm really excited to see how we do.
I feel nervous, but excited at the same time. I feel like we've worked hard enough to hit, but I don't know if everybody's ready yet for the first comp.
Our kids have had different things that they need to be doing mentally, physically, to be ready to compete at this level. And we just have been working so hard on adding in all these elements that we've never done.
Ball and down, good.
We are grinding and sweating and putting so much into this for months and weeks before you ever get to see the finished product.
I think we're all doing really well and doing the best we can. And I really think we're gonna do pretty good for our first time ever.
Getting into that first comp of the season, we just can't wait to get out in front of some judges.
Our first comp is going to be a little stressful, I think, but I think we're going to do great because we have prepared ourselves a lot for it.
This year is a learning process, and it's all about getting better and kind of opening this new level for our gym.
4, 5, 6, go, 7, 8, hit,
We had our first comp in December for our 5. We could feel the nerves setting in a little bit just because we didn't know what to expect really. We came in with a really good team against us.
We're, keeping the energy up, keeping the morale up, getting everyone excited and really hyped for the day. They're getting, completely star quality put together because they are going to be on a stage with lights. And, we're trying to just as coaches keep the kids calm, keep them excited, stay really positive.
She goes up to everybody and says you got this today, and it's always that little extra you need to just know that they believe in us.
Not only were they competing as a level 5 for the first time as athletes, but it was our first time as coaches putting together a level 5 routine. It was a little stressful.
We enter this room where there are so many teams in there counting and cheering each other on and warming up their skills before it goes on to the competitive mat. And it's your last chance to get those spacing and to make sure everything's ready. Their hearts are racing, they're excited, they're feeling those butterflies. You just feel all of the passion and all of the heart and all of the hard work that we've done. It's getting ready to peak. We can see the stage, we can hear the crowd, we can hear the music, and it's so hard as a coach knowing that that's it for me. I don't get to call a timeout, I don't get to pull them back in. I'm nervous and I'm wondering, did I do enough? Did I prepare them enough? Are they ready? And there's so much pressure to have prepared for 6 months, to have driven 2 hours, to have stayed in a hotel, to have sacrificed so much to get only 2 minutes and 30 seconds on that mat. We don't get a second chance. If that day 1 score is low, it's back in the gym for another month and a half. We just have to go out there and give it our all. And the music starts and they go for it.
When you hear the crowd screaming and you run out and you just see everyone with shaking their hands, screaming for you, you just want to show off.
I felt really nervous, my heart beats really fast. You just want to do your best and not let anyone down and make everyone proud, so.
I just love to get on that mat and just perform and give everybody a show because they all came to watch you.
They have these great big smiles on their faces where they know, this is time. Their hard work has paid off and it's time to show it off.
They went out there for the first time and they hit really well. I just knew that they were gonna pull it off.
And you can see, just the excitement in their eyes and on their faces, and they're hugging and crying and so happy that they were able to pull off something that they worked so hard for.
Hitting the first routine was the best thing that has ever happened in cheer in my life. Because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, they're not gonna do good. And then we hit, and I was like, boom. And it was great.
We were all happy, over the moon, excited.
I think we killed it. we all did amazing. And I couldn't ask for anything more. It was a really good performance.
And you could see some nerves on day 2, but they came back and were able to hit again. And we get to awards and we found out that, we were the Northeast Knockout champions in our 5, our first time in that division.
It was awesome. What was your time?
We were like, oh my God, we just beat our first team. at our first competition. This is awesome.
I think we were all pretty surprised that we came in first just because we've never had an R5 team before. And we didn't know like what to expect really.
Being able to hit and like hold our own against other teams felt really good.
People are kind of like, oh, like, are they really ready? And so they wanted to prove that we're here, we're ready, we're competitors, and they did exactly that.
To watch them do so well at that first competition when they doubted themselves, you know. Meg knew that they were ready, and I think now they believe in that.
Crazy. So proud.
It was a really beautiful, special moment that I don't think any of them, you know, will ever forget. And we just proved once again, you know, if you believe in something and really work hard at it, anything can happen. We're excited to keep competing in the division as we go through our season and improving. We're already adding things to our routine and cleaning things and making things more difficult and better.
I expect very good things from R5 because we put in a lot of hard work.
I just really hope that we have like a really great season because this is the first time we've ever in R5 and like all the parents like doubt it and they just think that like it's too soon and none of us are ready, so we're trying to prove them wrong.
We're growing and pushing our kids in the right direction to continue to, you know, set goals and reach their aspirations beyond just cheering here with us in this gym. It's the journey that we go on together, so we take a lot of pride in making that special so that they can have, you know, an experience that'll be unforgettable. It's really, really special and really exciting for these kids to be a part of it. They'll always be our first.